So with this tool you can compare some interesting combinations. Like here you can see with 400 mm lens and 800 mm lens, so how much close you can go with 400 mm versus 800 mm. So you can see it clearly here. You can also see this is the 400 mm versus 1200 mm, how much close you can go with that one. You can also check how close you can go with full frame camera versus crop frame. This is a full frame and this is the crop frame. You can see it's crop frame, you can go 1.6 times closer, and you can do this test for different lens and different camera bodies. There are some interesting combinations that you can test, like 400 mm 5.6 plus 2x with 800 mm 5.6. Most of the photographers will think, why can't I go with 400 and then attach 2x to get the same quality of 800? Or else you can test 400 f2.8 versus 200 to 400, which lens I should go with, and then 300 with 600. Or you can also compare both 400, 2.8 and DO, how they perform at different aperture. You can compare 500 with 600 or 600 with 800. We already saw how you can check on how much close you can get with different ranges like 400 mm, 800 mm or 400 versus 1200. In case you want to check out raw files, then I would like to give you some details on naming conventions of files, so that it will help you to find the files that you want. Every file name has details about camera model, lens, extender, focal length, ISO, aperture and shutter speed as shown here. So first portion is camera model, the second portion after hyphen is lens model, then the third portion is extender, then the fourth portion is equivalent focal length, the fifth portion is ISO, and the sixth portion is aperture used, and the last portion is shutter speed used. So I can't use slash, that's why I used cap. That means 1 cap 1250 means 1 by 1250 shutter speed. Lastly, below the known issues with the overall things including process or images or anything, that's what I would like to highlight. So I use the default Lightroom setting with my camera profile, and I haven't done any extra adjustment for sharpness or any other thing. I did adjust exposure for handful of images to get correct exposure, because while changing shutter speed, I think someone missed to change it correctly, so the images were slightly underexposed or overexposed. So that's the only correction I did. So images used by this tool on websites are high resolution, and it could take little longer to load all images. To show 100% zoom view, you might need to wait little bit, as the single image size is around 10 MB. I also noticed that for a few shots of 200 to 400 mm lens with 1.4x inbuilt, the lens was not fully extended, so it was not at 560, but it was little bit less, just over 500. I also found that there are less number of images for 300 f2.8 lens, and few images could be out of focus as well, and there are many missing combinations of images for 70 Mark II with lenses like 600 or 800 mm. However, if you want to just go with the 5D Mark III comparison, 70 Mark III is gonna anyway perform similar, so you still got option there to check it out. And this concludes this video, and I hope you will be able to choose the right lens, and you should be able to log in and check yourself many options and use this tool freely as you like. And feel free to comment or suggest anything that you want to say to me, and we will try to incorporate. Thank you.